This is basically a revamped version of the Big Drak. I'm going to be trying to run it with the upgraded motor that I originally had on the Demon 56. Essentially I went through and decided to install it on the Big Drak. It's a KO 4025 motor, complete with a 200 amp ESC Castle. It's the 200 amp edge. I've got a heat sinks and everything else put on it, plus I've got basically a little air duct going in here, so basically it'll suck the air going through here, through the hole, so basically it'll keep it clean. The whole reason for doing this configuration here, though, I'm running two 5000 3S packs in series for a 6S, going through one sensor here. Basically, the Vector's ESC, or basically current sensor, is only rated for 140 amps. So my understanding of this is I do not want to blow up the current sensor. If it's only rated for 140 and it gets really hot if it has too much current being pumped through it, I'm running the separate 5000 3S packs standalone, coming from here going directly into the ESC, so basically it will divide up the test. So essentially I'm only seeing half the current draw coming through here. My other test here is to kind of find out by the monitor. I've got the whole station all set up, so I'm going to have the telemetry coming from here, and then on the screen I've got here, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on, and it's essentially going to show the on-screen display, as well as I have my goggles right here. I can take and record the video, and of course I'm going to try out the telemetry here coming from both these. So I can set up both these video receivers, the 5.8. Go ahead and select it on telemetry with the diversity going between the two, and it should be showing the telemetry on there just like it did before, and then this way it'll come and get pumped into the laptop. So alright, let's go. The transmitter right here. Okay, Big Drak. Oh, great. Okay, there it goes. I have this push button switch, so I can go ahead and switch it on. Basically the signal needs to have a delay before it'll even start up, otherwise it has a little bit of an issue with connecting with the transmitter. So I ran it up last night. This thing's fully secured in here. I've got a bungee down here. This skewer goes down to the back into here, so it's locked in place. Now how much thrust this thing puts out. I want to make sure that the sawhorses are put in a way to kind of keep this thing from being knocked forward. So, alright, let's go ahead and get this beast started up here. Alright, this is the one. Make sure, okay, that's 2D hold. Okay. That's basically for the remote launch. Okay, this is the center for the 2D hold position, even though it's not selected. And that, turn that on. Yep, that's all linked up. Okay. Now, gains are on. Okay, it shows that basically it'll probably need to be re-leveled. Okay, so yeah, there's that whole remote switch. Okay, let's give this a try here. Oh, damn. I'm gonna absolutely love launching this one. Alright, let's get this whole thing started here. On. and on. Up. Now we'll turn everything on at the same time. Alright. So I'll be receiving from one, but not the other. Okay. So, we'll test on this here. I'm going to find out what kind of amp draw I've got at specific levels. 2.5 amps. It's only running 54 amps at half throttle. Wow, it drew down the voltage level pretty quick. Okay, so that was one test here. Let me see if I can get this going here. Now this is at 24.92. All right. About 54 amps. Let's plug this other one in here. Now that should bring up the voltage level. Oh, you know what? Alright, let's bring this up. .1. Okay. Okay, started the recording. God, man, this thing's a beast. Okay, I'm gonna unplug again this one here. There it goes. That'll take the secondary battery out of parallel. All right, I'm gonna run it up again. Billy's about half throttle there. Okay, there it goes. Now I brought it up about 60% that time, and it drew it up to about 85 amps. That was just these two packs alone. Alright, let's go ahead and crank up the amperage a little bit. Now, what I want to see is if it drops the amperage level down about the same level then. Alright. Oh yeah, look at that. Now down 34 amps. Okay. So it hits about 60% throttle, and then that's where it tops out at. Alright. And it's only drawing about 33 amps going through that bridge. Okay, that's what I need to find out. Boy, it drew the voltage down to 22.5, but at least see it protected the batteries this time, so that's good. Alright, I think we're going to be good. I didn't even get the telemetry up and on the computer because I didn't have the USB cord. I'll have to go and get that. But damn, that sucker's got a lot of thrust to it. Alright, just for example, since this thing is locked in place, it's not going anywhere. Here we go. Curious how many pounds of thrust this thing has. Okay, so now when they're slightly getting warm, you see the cooling fans don't even really have any heat on them whatsoever. Okay, let's open it up. Take a quick look. I'm hoping that this will be a continuation on here in a little bit. Okay. You know, I could probably make do with a 100 amp ESC on this thing and get away with it just fine. This is like putting a supercharger on a Honda. I'm like, nope. Okay, well, so that pretty much concludes that little test there. I just verified that, cut the amperage down. It only shows about 33 amps. That's 60% throttle. So I think in some ways we're good. So now I need to work out the problem with the receiver, because one of them is not picking up. Okay, it goes back to 1. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's the main receiver there. Oh. Okay, so that's that one right there. Okay. And boom. Yep. Turn it back on. Okay. The video transmitter is definitely taking some time. Okay, so good. Diversity is working. Turn on that one, and okay. Turn off number 1. Automatically goes to 2. Okay, good. Turn that on. Okay. So that pretty much gets ready for the dual antenna setup here. Essentially, I can go and fly past myself and fly behind the antenna and then keep going. So the way it's going right now, it's working beautifully. So, all right. I'll get this as close as I can here. All right, here's your basic setup here. See if we get everything to work. Well, essentially, I had a problem trying to get the inverter to work for that right there. So now I was able to come up. It brings up the display a lot better. So this right here, show advanced telemetry viewer, show live mode. Okay, now that everything is showing up on here, let me get this out of here. So yeah, essentially I'd be able to take and show that out in the field. It's not using really that much energy at all. There's the monitor right there, and it all comes from this single power supply inside here. With the telemetry running, both receivers are running. All right, I think we're good. And then basically I'll be able to hotspot the phone so I can go ahead and get data coming up on here. Now, so it's shown before, I was able to increase the throttle setting here. I'm showing the amp level. Okay. The other battery wasn't, or the other ESC and motor wasn't even putting out that much control. 40 at 35 amps. Okay. There's 50. Okay. And it went down. Okay, good. I think we are pretty much in the money. So when we go to take this out to the park again, we can go ahead and make sure all the batteries are topped off. Try out this beast. I'll say even at 30%, the other motor wasn't even putting out that much. This KO motor, boy, it really packs a punch. This is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. My whole thing is I just hope that I'll be able to take and fly without any problems this time. If I'm not mistaken, as soon as I throttle up with both those packs all good and everything's balanced, it should be able to just go straight up out of my hands and go have fun. Also going to have the tablet running too, so this way I can go ahead and set the moving map inside here as well. I can almost just need a lawn chair and I'll have a complete pilot station. Yep. All right. I think we're good.